She said, I need a break to find myself. Keep paying the rent though. I said, of course. Then I broke the lease and moved out while she was at her yoga retreat. She found herself homeless with an eviction notice. I, 31 male, got dumped in the weirdest way possible. My girlfriend Astrid, 29, of 3 years told me she needed to find herself, but wanted me to keep paying for our apartment while she did it. We'd been living together for 2 years. Nice 2-bedroom place, $2,100 a month. I paid $1,500, she paid $600 because I made more. Fair enough, I thought. 2 weeks ago Sunday morning, she's making smoothies, acting all spiritual. Trevor, we need to talk about us, okay? I've been feeling disconnected from my authentic self. I need space to reconnect with who I really am. Are you breaking up with me? I prefer to call it a conscious uncoupling while I explore my spiritual journey. So, yes, I'm going on a retreat next week, 2 weeks at this ashram. When I get back, I'll need the apartment to myself for a while. Wait, what? You can stay with your brother, but keep paying your part of the rent. I can't afford the full amount, and I need stability while I heal. I actually laughed. You want me to move out of my own apartment but keep paying $1,500 a month? It's temporary, maybe 3 months, 6 at most. You make good money, you can afford it. Don't be selfish about my growth. The audacity was breathtaking, but I just said, of course, whatever you need for your journey. Her face lit up. Really? Oh, Trevor, I knew you'd understand. This is why you're so special. She left for her retreat the following Saturday. Kissed me goodbye like we were still together. Posted on Instagram about beginning her transformation with some sunset yoga photo. The second her Uber left, I called my brother Logan. She wants you to what? Move out, but keep paying rent while she finds herself. And you said yes? I said yes, but I didn't say I'd actually do it. See, the lease was entirely in my name. Astrid had bad credit from her entrepreneurial phase, failed essential oils MLM. I'd added her as an occupant, not a tenant. Big difference. That afternoon, I went to the leasing office. I need to break my lease. That's a 2-month penalty, Mr. Morrison. Perfect, here's the check. The penalty was $4,200, worth every penny for what was coming. I had 2 weeks to move out, found a great studio apartment downtown, $1,400 a month, available immediately. Signed the lease that day. Update 1, the move was surgical. I hired professional movers, took only what was mine. But here's where it gets interesting. Turns out almost everything was mine. The TV, mine. The couch, mine. Bed, mine. Kitchen appliances, all mine. Gaming console, obviously mine. Even the yoga mat she used every morning, I'd bought it for her birthday. Mine. I left her. Her clothes, her crystals collection, her vision board, a mattress on the floor, felt generous. Her manifestation journal. The kitchen table, it was wobbly anyway. I also left a note, found myself. The apartment is all yours for the next 30 days. After that, the lease ends. Good luck on your journey. She had no idea yet. Her Instagram showed daily updates from the retreat. Sunrise meditations, sound baths, pictures of quinoa bowls with captions about nourishing her vessel. My brother came over to help with the last boxes. This is savage, Trevor. Is it though? She wanted the apartment to herself. She's getting it. What about her stuff? Safe and sound. She can collect it anytime. The leasing office confirmed the 30-day notice was posted. Clock was ticking, but then Astrid's best friend Kendra called me. Hey Trev, Astrid asked me to check on the apartment. She's worried about her plants. What plants? Her succulents? Oh, those were mine. They're at my new place. Your new place? Yeah, I moved out, like she asked, but she said you were staying with Logan temporarily. Nah, got my own spot. She wanted the apartment to herself, right? I guess, wait, did you take the TV? My TV? Yes, she's going to freak. She's finding herself. I'm sure she'll find a TV too. Kendra went silent. Then, Trevor, the apartment is basically empty. There's furniture, table, mattress, the basics. The basics? Update 2, Astrid came back early from her retreat. Apparently Kendra sent photos. I was at work when the calls started. 38 missed calls in an hour. Then the texts. What did you do? Where is everything? This isn't what we agreed to. You said you understood. Trevor, answer your phone. I replied once. You wanted space. I gave you space. Lots of it. She called again immediately. I answered. You emptied the apartment. I took my things. Everything was yours? Basically, yes. Where am I supposed to sleep? There's a mattress. On the floor. You said you needed to get back to basics. Can't get more basic. This isn't funny. Where's the lease? I need to talk to the landlord. About that, I ended the lease. You have 25 days to vacate. What? The lease was in my name. You wanted me gone. I'm gone. Lease is done. But where will I live? That's your journey to figure out. She started sobbing, not sad crying, rage crying. You can't do this. I have rights. Actually, you don't. You're an occupant, not a tenant. The legal notice is already posted. I'll sue you. For what? Moving out like you asked? You know that's not what I meant. You literally told me to move out but keep paying. I moved out. I'm not paying for a place I don't live in. But I can't afford it alone. You said you needed to find yourself. Start with finding a job. She hung up, then called her mom. Her mom, Greta, called me 20 minutes later. Trevor, what's this about you making Astrid homeless? She asked me to move out. I moved. She said it was temporary. So is the 30-day notice. You're really gonna do this to her? She did it to herself. She was finding herself. Well, she better find herself a new apartment. You're heartless. I'm practical. She wanted to be single. Single people pay their own rent. Then came the manipulation attempts. Astrid showed up at my work. Security wouldn't let her in, badge deactivated. She used to have a visitor pass for lunch dates. She waited in the lobby for 3 hours. When I came down, she'd transformed. Full makeup, the dress I used to love, perfume I'd bought her. Trevor, baby, can we talk? We're talking. I mean really talk about us. There is no us. You consciously uncoupled, remember? I was confused. The retreat made me realize you're my soulmate. Your soulmate who you wanted to move out? I see now that was wrong. Can we start over? No, please, I love you. You love my apartment and bank account. That's not fair. Neither was expecting me to subsidize your self-discovery. She tried to grab my hand. I stepped back. Astrid, you have 25 days to move out. Use them wisely. Update 3. The entitlement escalation was magnificent. First, she tried to negotiate with the landlord directly. Went to the office claiming I'd abandoned her and she wanted to take over the lease. Property manager called me. Miss Olson is here, saying you abandoned the property? I gave proper notice and moved out. That's what I told her. She's asking to sign a new lease. That's between you and her. Well, about that, her credit check came back at 520. Sounds about right. We require 650 minimum. Also, she doesn't have proof of income. She's between jobs. For how long? 2 years. Oh, they denied her application. She needed a cosigner. Called her mom. Greta's credit, 580. Her dad, Eric, didn't want to get involved. Then Astrid got creative, posted on Facebook that she was facing domestic abuse and needed emergency housing. The post, my ex is making me homeless as punishment for taking time for mental health. This is financial abuse, looking for a safe space to heal, can pay $400 a month max. In a city where studios start at $1,200, she got 0 real offers. Plenty of people called her out though. Didn't you dump him? Why would he pay for your apartment if you're not together? $400? That's not even a room rental here. This isn't abuse, this is consequences. She dirty deleted the post within hours. Next, she tried the friendship route. Started reaching out to all our mutual friends looking for places to crash. The responses were brutal. Jake, didn't you just post about your amazing retreat? Use that money for a deposit. Amy, my boyfriend and I don't have room, sorry. They have a 3-bedroom house. Carlos, would love to help, but my landlord doesn't allow long-term guests. He owns his place. Even Kendra backed out. I wish I could, but my roommate said no. Meanwhile, I was living my best life. Posted a photo of my new apartment setup. Modern, minimalist, clean. Caption, fresh start, fresh space. Astrid commented, must be nice to afford this while making others homeless. I replied, it's $700 less than our old place. Budget wisely. She deleted her comment, but screenshots were already circulating. Day 20 of her notice period, she tried another angle. Showed up at my brother's place. Logan called me. Your ex is at my door. Don't let her in. Wasn't planning to. She's crying though. She cry for real or just tears? Hard to tell. Oh wait, she stopped to check her phone. Fake. She texted me from his doorstep. Can we please talk? I'm desperate. I didn't respond. She escalated. I'll tell everyone about your weird porn habits. I don't have weird porn habits. I'll make some up. That's called defamation. My lawyer would love that. You don't have a lawyer. I do now. You should get one too, for the eviction. Update 4. 5 days left on the notice. Astrid went nuclear. She started a wellness Instagram page overnight. Called it Phoenix Rising from Financial Abuse. Posted daily about surviving narcissistic economic manipulation and healing from monetary trauma. The first post got 200 likes from random bot accounts she clearly bought. Real people? They roasted her. Girl, you literally asked him to pay your rent while you dumped him. This is embarrassing, delete this. Financial abuse is real and you're not experiencing it. Maybe get a job instead of making reels? But my favorite comment came from an unexpected source, her retreat roommate from the ashram. This woman commented, Astrid? Is this the same boyfriend you said was too boring but useful for bills? The one you were planning to keep on the hook while you dated other people? Girl, this is karma, not abuse. Astrid blocked her, but screenshots spread everywhere. Then she tried the pity play. Started a funding campaign, not the popular one, some knockoff site, titled Help Me Escape Financial Control. Her story, my ex-partner trapped me in economic dependency, then withdrew support suddenly, leaving me facing homelessness. He took everything, furniture, appliances, even my emotional support plans. I need $5,000 for a deposit and first month's rent to start rebuilding. She raised $37 from her mom. The comments were brutal. Get a job. This is called a breakup, not abuse. You're 29. Figure it out. Emotional support plans? Really? Meanwhile, the property manager called me. Mr. Morrison, just updating you. Miss Olson hasn't started packing. Maintenance saw through the window during a routine check. She's still fully moved in. She knows the deadline, right? We've posted 3 notices. Certified letter was delivered. She signed for it. What happens if she doesn't leave? Sheriff's eviction. Goes on her record. Makes renting anywhere nearly impossible for 7 years. I actually felt bad for a second, then remembered she wanted me to pay $1,500 a month to be homeless. Feeling past. Day 3 before eviction, she made one last play. Sent her dad Eric to talk to me. I met him at a coffee shop. He looked tired. Trevor, can we work something out? She has 3 days to move. She's my daughter. Then help her. I can't afford to support her. Neither can I. We're not together. She made a mistake. Several. Starting with thinking I'd subsidize her single life. You're really gonna let her get evicted? I'm not doing anything. She's letting herself get evicted by not moving. This will ruin her credit. It's already ruined. This will make it worse. That's not my problem. He sighed. I tried to raise her better. I'm sure you did. She's always been entitled. Yeah, her mother enables it. I noticed. We sat quietly for a moment. For what it's worth, Eric said, I think you're doing the right thing. Maybe this will teach her something. Maybe. Probably not, though. Probably not. Final update, eviction day arrived. Astrid didn't move out. The sheriff showed up at 9 a.m. with the maintenance crew. I wasn't there, but the property manager sent me updates. 9:15 a.m., she's refusing to open the door. 9:30 a.m., sheriff is explaining this isn't optional. 9:45 a.m., she's opened the door, screaming about her rights. 10 a.m., she's demanding more time. Sheriff is explaining how eviction works. Maintenance is moving her belongings to the curb. She's live streaming this. I pulled up her Instagram. She was indeed live streaming, calling it being forcibly removed from my home by patriarchal systems. The sheriff, a middle-aged woman, was having none of it. Ma'am, you've had 30 days notice. This is lawful eviction. This is violence. This is consequences. Please step aside. The live had 47 viewers. The comments were not supportive. Pay your rent then, you did this to yourself. Get a job maybe? This is so cringe. By noon, all her stuff was on the curb. The ashram chic aesthetic she'd cultivated looked sad on the sidewalk. Vision boards getting damp from sprinkler overspray, crystal collections scattered, manifestation journal pages blowing in the wind. Greta showed up with a U-Haul at 12:30. They loaded everything while Astrid cried about the trauma she was experiencing. Then the property manager did something beautiful. She walked over to Astrid with a folder. Miss Olson, this is your formal eviction record. It will appear on your credit report and rental history for 7 years. Any future landlord will see this. Have a nice day. Astrid's face went white. 7 years. Yes, ma'am. Should have moved out when noticed. But, how will I rent anything? That's not our concern. The Instagram live ended abruptly. Later that day, she texted me one last time. I hope you're happy. I'm living with my parents now. I'm 29 and living with my parents because of you. I responded, you're living with your parents because you thought you could dump me but keep my wallet. Funny how finding yourself led you right back to your childhood bedroom. She blocked me. Finally, ran into Kendra at a coffee shop. She looked embarrassed. Hey Trevor, I'm sorry about everything. Not your fault. I should have told her she was being ridiculous. You did, from what I heard. Not strongly enough. How's the new place? Perfect. Quiet, drama-free. Good for you. Oh, thought you should know Astrid's working now. Really? Where? Her mom got her a job at her office. Receptionist. She complains about it constantly on her stories. Of course she does. She also started dating someone from the ashram. Already? Yeah, some guy named River who lives in a van. River? Seriously? He's apparently teaching her about material detachment. Ironic, considering. She posts about how you were too focused on money and possessions, while she wanted me to pay for everything. The cognitive dissonance is impressive. We both laughed. For what it's worth, Kendra said, everyone knows she was wrong. Even her mom told her she messed up. Too little too late. Yeah, but hey, you dodged a bullet. Dodged a whole firing squad. Life's good now. My studio is perfect for one person. Low rent, no drama, no one expecting me to fund their journey to enlightenment. Astrid still posts about her healing journey and surviving financial trauma. Last I heard, River's van broke down and she had to pay for the tow. The meltdown on her story was spectacular. Something about the universe testing her but not having money for the test. Her dad, Eric, sent me a text last week. Thanks for doing what I should have done years ago. She's learning. Slowly, but learning. I didn't reply, but I appreciated it. To anyone reading this in a similar situation, don't subsidize someone else's journey of self-discovery. If they need to find themselves, they can find their own apartment first. P.S. The succulents are thriving in my new place. Unlike Astrid, they appreciate consistent care and don't expect me to pay for their growth while giving nothing back. Edit. Stop asking for her Instagram. Not happening. Also, River is apparently his legal name. I checked. His parents must have been interesting. Edit 2. For those asking if this is legal, yes, 100%. She was an occupant, not a tenant. The eviction was lawful. The sheriff doesn't show up for illegal evictions. Do your research before claiming I violated housing laws. Edit 3. Astrid found this post, made a response video about toxic exes stalking her online. The irony of posting about me while claiming I'm obsessed with her. Astronomical. Anyway, River dumped her. Van life wasn't working with her high-maintenance energy. Her words posted in a crying story at 3 a.m.